You. Well, according to the MTA and the NYPD, a flashback from the 70s and 80s is reappearing in large numbers on the city's subways. Graffiti. And while it's proving to be a challenge for the agency, News 12's Julio Avila spoke to a former subway graffiti artist who says it's something that will never stop.
The New York City subway trains appear to look sleek, spotless, and maybe a bit dated. According to Jason Wilcox, graffiti is on the rise.
The majority of these incidents are occurring where the trains are stored or laid up overnight or over the weekend.
But unfortunately, the art form has led to deaths.
We saw two males who had come all the way from France to paint graffiti onto subway cars, being killed near the Sutter and Rutland train station in Brooklyn as they walked on the tracks along the 3 line.
But that's just one of the dangers.
Knowing where to walk, you have the third rail, you got to be careful, especially in the elevated train. Like the wood, you could hear it cracking. You could maybe fall through the wood.
He's a mural artist with Tat's crew, but he was a tagger during the subway graffiti era of the 80s.
Like in Brooklyn, I would go all the way to Manhattan, I painted up in the Bronx, layup, tunnels, and also in the yards, back then.
Now, this is just a replica of the old Redbird subway trains that Ortiz says he and his crew would tag decades ago. And even though it is illegal to graffiti on subway trains, and even if people do know that it's illegal, he says that people will always still try to find a way.
But I think that's not going to stop, because, people got that urge to paint, especially new writers, they want to get a name.
Now, Ortiz made it clear he doesn't recommend anyone take part in illegal activities, as graffiti has cost the MTA more than $1 million so far this year. The agency also says tagged trains are removed from service to be addressed, and that it works with the NYPD to combat graffiti. In Hunts Point, Julio Avila, News 12.